Hey, what's up, guys? It's Thursday. It's been a week since my last video journal. I promised to make daily video journals, but it's been a hectic week since last Thursday. Actually, on the weekends, I'm actually working and going out, so weekends kind of cancels out the videos I wanted to make. But on Monday, I think I told you guys on Tuesday, I went to London for some sightseeing trips with my friends. It was a lot of fun. It kind of opened a lot of things for me, of how actually I learned quite a lot of stuff from the core of the people we're getting into, how they were not interacting while in tubes, and even though when working outside, people always had this kind of, you know, do not disturb me look. But the thing is, Monday was quite interesting, even though we were traveling from Cardiff towards London. What we did is in the morning, uh, we, the whole group, we were split in between. Some of us catching a train towards London, and some of us catching a coach bus towards London too. I was with the guys that catching the coach bus, and when I woke up that morning and I was going to catch a coach bus and to meet with the guys. I've actually got there myself first, and for some reason the weather was just terrible. It just started to rain down like hell. So I managed. I had no what's it called umbrella with me, and no kind of jacket to pull up into my head. So I kind of rushed to the nearest shelter. I think it was a bus stop shelter. Managed to get there, and right behind was another guy who was kind of taking his suitcase with him, and he just managed to get there too. So I kind of looked at him, talked about the observation of the weather. So I said to him, "Oh, it must be a terrible weather. Look how terrible weather it is today." And he just said, "It's unbelievable. I've only been here for a month, and it's been raining the whole month." So I kind of figured out he was actually wasn't from here. He wasn't from UK, and I could tell from the accent he was American. So I kind of said, "Wow, where you from? I can tell you're not from here." And he said he was from Canada. So we just had like a little talk with what he was doing in the UK, and about the weather, how's the weather compared to here and there. I noticed that he was going to London, so I kind of asked him, "You must be catching the same coach I am going, yeah?" He said, "Yeah, yeah, just over the corner." And he said, "There's no bother going to the coach now. We've got half an hour left to wait for it." And look, some of the guys outside here. They needed getting blown away by the wind, by the gale force winds. So it's kind of interesting talking to him, and my friend came along, and we kind of chatted together with this amazing guy, and he told us he was actually a stand-up comedian. He was going to London for a stand-up show. So we kind of talked about the stand-up show, how what's it called, the humor in Canada is quite similar to the UK, but humor also in the USA is way different compared to the UK, because UK sometimes they use sarcasm a lot more, and US in the States, a lot of people in the States don't actually follow the sarcasm that much more. So we got into the coach and kind of went to London, and throughout this trip, it was actually fun to hang out with a big group of guys. Just approach anything that is like childlike behavior. It was so much fun to actually do that. It kind of brought me out to my personality without being for me inside my head. I can tell that the people we met over there, everyone just seemed to be inside their head. Everyone just in this constant coma. There were so many people to interact with. I've actually interacted with just some people. I've only limited my observation to people that I can actually get something out of. ones that I can tell that they are lingering, ones that are new to London, same as ours. So I was like talking to tourists mostly, and while I was taking pictures of the Big Ben, Chinatown, Soho Square, Leicester Square, there were tourists too there. So I was just using my approach of, should I take a picture of you guys? It looks kind of cute, especially with the London Eye behind you. So I was kind of taking pictures of that, talking to them just for short notice. I only had like short interactions with a lot of different people because there wasn't that much time to actually stay around in one place. We just wanted to go every single place in London. And interestingly, on the way back, we caught the last coach around midnight. And on the way back, there were quite a lot of people at the beginning. But then when we got to the journey, halfway through the journey between London and Cardiff, a lot of people got out into, I think they stopped by Reading. I think you guys don't know much about the city, so don't worry. And they were like in our section where me and my friend were sitting down, and some of the other guys who were in the other sections ahead of us, we kind of were just sitting down in one of the middle chairs, and we could see just two girls just talking between each other, and I kind of, what's it called, listen to eavesdrop to what they're talking about, and one of them was saying, as soon as I get into as soon as we get to the destination, I'm gonna go have a drink. So kind of, I used that as my opener. I said, "You must be crazy actually going to a bar at this moment, at this time, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and getting a drink." So she cracked up because of that, and her friend cracked up too. And we just started to get rolling. Kind of talked of where they live, what they doing, and I could see one of the girls. She was more like an alpha female. She was kind of making us also between me and my friend and her friend. She was kind of interacting. She was kind of leading the same level as me. I was leading to the interaction. It was a lot of fun. I never see. And we talked about how people don't usually talk to other people, how they just stay in calm and everything like that. So I gained quite a lot of insight from this particular girl. And at the end, when we arrived to the station, kind of waved them by and said to them, if you actually come to Cardiff, you better tell me, you better give me a shout. And I said, okay, yeah. And I think I got the Facebook account, and the Facebook, what's it called, contact, everything like that. So Monday's been an interesting day. A lot of stuff. Usually, when I get back home, I think I got back home like 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was such a tiring day. At the point I get to my house, and actually, I was able to sit down, lay down on my bed. I just fell asleep with my clothes just like that, and kind of it was like a great. I can tell it was a great day. This is just part 1 of my journal. I'm making another part 2. Specifically, what happened on the past 2 days. So keep on notes.